Wise kindness, the art of compassion with boundaries. Have you ever tried to be kind but ended up feeling tired, drained, or even invisible? Have you ever said yes to someone, not because it felt right, but because you were afraid to disappoint them? Or have you helped someone only to realize later that you crossed your own boundaries? If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many of us are taught to be kind, but not how to be kind wisely. We think that being a good person means always saying yes, always giving, always pleasing. But the kindness without clarity isn't kindness at all. In this space today, let's explore the quiet strength of wise kindness, a kind of compassion that doesn't hurt you, doesn't confuse others, and doesn't leave anyone behind. What is wise kindness? Wise kindness means being kind with a clear and calm mind. It doesn't come from guilt, fear, or the need to be liked. It comes from knowing what truly helps someone and what doesn't. Wise kindness respects limits. It knows when to help and when to stop. It's not afraid to say no if saying yes would cause harm. This kind of kindness isn't weak or blind. It's strong, thoughtful, and honest. It protects both the giver and the receiver. In today's world, people often confuse kindness with always agreeing or pleasing others. But true kindness is about doing what's right, not just what feels nice or easy. What is unwise kindness? Unwise kindness is when we try to be kind but without clarity. It usually comes from fear, guilt, or the desire to be accepted. It says yes just to avoid tension, not because it truly helps. This kind of kindness ignores healthy boundaries and can leave the giver feeling tired, lost, or used. It avoids truth to keep things peaceful, but in the end it often causes more pain. It may look gentle, but it hides fear underneath. It wants to be kind, but forgets to be wise. How to know the difference? To know whether your kindness is wise, take a moment to pause and ask, am I acting from love and clarity, or from fear? Am I truly helping this person, or just trying to avoid discomfort? Am I saying yes because it feels right, or because I'm afraid to say no? Wise kindness might feel uncomfortable at first, but it brings peace. Unwise kindness may seem easier at the beginning, but it can lead to confusion, stress, or resentment. If your kindness costs you your truth, your energy, or your boundaries, it may not be true kindness. Real kindness includes yourself, too. How to develop wisdom. Wisdom doesn't come from overthinking or listening to too many voices. It shows up naturally when the mind is still. Just like muddy water becomes clear when left undisturbed, your mind becomes clear when you stop reacting, chasing, or controlling. In that quiet space, you begin to see things as they really are, without fear, ego, or desire. You stop acting out of habit or pain. You respond with presence and understanding. This clarity can't be forced. It appears when you give it space. When the mind is calm, wisdom gently rises. When is it time to stop giving? You should stop giving when your giving no longer feels kind. If you're helping out of guilt, fear, or pressure, that's not real kindness. True giving comes from a peaceful, full heart. It feels natural, light, and respectful. But if giving leaves you tired, hurt, or unappreciated, it may be time to pause. Giving should not make you disappear. You can care deeply about someone and still say no. Stopping is not selfish. It is an act of self-care. When giving no longer feels honest or healthy, it's okay to step back. With love. When compassion meets wisdom. When compassion is guided by wisdom, love becomes steady and clear. We no longer give because we're afraid, guilty, or trying to be needed. We give because it feels true. This kind of kindness doesn't drain us, it nourishes us. It knows when to help and when to step back. It knows when to speak gently and when silence holds more love. Compassion without clarity can cause harm, even with good intentions. But when compassion and wisdom walk together, they create a quiet, healing power. In that space, we learn how to love without losing ourselves.